Yes, some
What's going on, gang? Welcome back to another episode of B Wayne Presents, sponsored by Promarketize. Don't just advertise, Promarketize. I'm your host, B Wayne, and I am here today with Valerie. What's going on, Valerie?
Hey, how are you?
Doing very well. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
We're laughing because we have some shenanigans going on behind the scene, but you know how family is and how kids are, ain't that right, Val?
That's right. True.
So in your own words, give us your name, your age, and where you are located, Valerie.
Valerie. I stay in Warner Robins, Georgia, and I'm 50.
Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Since I brought the kids and family up right away, let's talk about the babies. You
Okay.
have babies. How old are the babies?
15, 26, 34, and 35.
Okay. So it's safe to assume you don't have no babies like
No.
that. You're done and you don't want any more. You have no desire for more. Or you probably can't
What?
possibly can't have more. Yeah, I dig it. We're
Never.
there. But you might be surprised. You might be
No.
surprised. I've met women. Do you or do you not know women around your age that still want kids or
I
that
know a
have
lot of
very young kids?
I know a lot of women who still want kids, but I'm not gonna be walking with no cane, going to nobody's graduation.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely crazy.
Mm-mm.
Like I never seen nothing like it. I guess in my mind, when I was coming up, I figured once a woman hit like, and maybe this is naive on my part. I thought a woman hit 40 and it was a wrap, but those
Um,
days is over with, especially with medical, medicine and the technology we have. Like y'all can have kids, a little bit later than you could before. So,
yeah,
um, you're single. How long have you been single?
4 years.
Okay, so how have you spent your time in your singleness? Have you been working on you? Have you been dating? A little bit of both. How's that been going for you?
It's a little bit of both. More so working on myself. I mean, dating is okay, but it gets kind of boring sometimes. So I just find little things to do around the house or get little hobbies to do.
What
And
have you learned?
hmm?
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you
Little
go ahead.
hobbies. What have you learned about yourself in your season of being single and kind of getting back to you since your last relationship?
I learned how to more focus on me. Sometimes, especially since I'm a nurse, I put so much effort and thought into everybody else. I forget about Valerie. So I learned how to like block people out of my life. If you're not bringing any meaning or any worth to my life, then I'm just gonna get rid of it because it's a form of stress to me. So that's just how I've been doing lately. I mean, I've been on a couple of dates, but the men I've been meeting are like kind of I don't know, kind of weird. So
Let's talk about that. So dating is like big business right now. Dating is a trip right now. Like I go back as far as dating, I go back to like phone chat lines and Black Planet and pardon me, MySpace and whatnot, meeting people. You know what I'm saying? So
right,
I've been doing it this whole time, and I've been blessed to see the evolution. Well, you and I both we're in that same age range. But
right.
dating, the whole atmosphere of dating is kind of in a weird place right now. So what is your dating experience or your thoughts about dating
It's kind of
been?
scary because you never really know that person until you really start, hanging with them and stuff. So like, and don't laugh at me. I'm gonna tell you two little stories, okay? The first one, I have a friend. She set me up on this blind date, and so he comes to my house in his big truck and whatever. I'm like, oh, he got a big truck. No, when I got in the truck, you know what happened? And I ain't trying to be funny, but he had what they call T-Rex syndrome. You ever heard of that?
Like I know the T-Rex, like little arms, short
Yeah,
arms.
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
So I really want to beat her up so bad. But
And
I was
this
too
is your
busy.
friend set you on that
Oh
date and
yeah.
didn't tell you the
Oh,
brother had.
didn't tell me. I just saw the little arms up on the steering wheel and the little bitty Mr. Potato Head hands. Oh my God. I thought I was going to nut up. But I was trying to be nice.
Your beef was with your friend. She is not your friend. That's
No, she's
that's
not. No, no, no. I mean,
what
we went out. I was trying to be nice. I just went out just to be respectful because I didn't want him to think nothing. But then I think the date ended because he touched me on my arm or something, talking like he from massage me. I'm like, what? If you don't get those Mr. Potato Head hands off of me, you no. That's how the day ended.
What about the other one? What about the second story?
The second one, so we went out like 3 times. So I'm like, yeah, okay, well, fine. I got somebody, be cool and whatever. And the next date that we had, we went to this restaurant. It was real dimly lit, and I guess it must have been the hallway by the table where we were sitting. And he was like, somebody keeps walking back and forth, looking over there at him. Somebody, well, I don't know what's going on. Why they keep doing it? And I'm like, well, I don't see nobody. So anyway, he gets up from the table, goes down the hall, stays gone for like 5 minutes, and he comes back to the table. And this is what he says. Okay, these are his words. Okay, he says, "Women have the game fucked up. Masturbation is a sin. I was with God yesterday, and I'm going back to Him today." And I said, "Huh? I mean, did you have a near-death experience in the bathroom or something? I mean, what the hell's wrong with you?" So he just sitting there looking all crazy. So of course I'm gonna end his date because I don't know if he's on some pills. I don't know what the hell wrong with him. So he just started cursing me out and everything. That
Out of
was it.
nowhere, just
Out
out
of
of the
nowhere.
blue.
Out of
He
nowhere.
he hadn't been drinking or nothing. As far as you know, he just came out of the bathroom and was just completely different person, just acting weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all
Weird.
right. So let me ask you. You gave us a couple of stories about some of the guys or a couple of the guys you came across. For you, your ideal person, the individual, the type of guy that you would like to get to know, or you could see yourself possibly having something substantial with. Do you have a type, or who is this person? Can you describe this individual?
I just want somebody who I can vibe with, who will accept me for me and I accept them for them, because all of us have our own little quirks, you know? Um, it don't matter about anybody being rich or whatever. I mean, we can all work to success. That's what partners supposed to do. So that's the type of person I'm looking for. I ain't looking for a little gang banger. No dude always talking about he in the streets. I ain't looking for all that. I need somebody who's more like homebody. Like we can go to the movies, go bowling, go play pool, go to the cabins, the beaches. The club scene is like over for me. I did all that in my 20s. So you want a female in the streets and a freak in the sheets? That's what I want. Not a female, a
Okay.
male. That's what I meant. Sorry. You know what I meant.
You like what you like.
Oh
I
hell
get it.
no, not no
I
female, yeah, male.
I get it. So how is the whole dating scene? Are you how far are you from Atlanta?
I say like an hour and 45 minutes from Atlanta.
What's the dating scene like in Atlanta from what you've heard or what you've seen or what you've experienced?
I mean, I'm scared to date. I mean, I'm from Atlanta, but I'm kind of scared to date really out of Atlanta because you never know what you're going to get. I mean, I know some people from Atlanta because, like I said, I'm from there, but I don't know. I'm kind of just, mm-mm. Oh, now outside Atlanta, fine. Within the city limits, I don't know. I'd be kind of iffy.
Atlanta has like its own vibe. I spent some time there some years ago. I lived in Atlanta for a while back in like 2013.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad I went, but it was different. It was
Oh, it's
different.
different. It's real different.
Yeah. Especially coming from Charlotte. Like I grew up in Charlotte and um I find the women in Charlotte, they're cool. If you approach a young lady in Charlotte back when I was dating and whatnot, you
Mm-hmm.
come at her correctly, act like you got some sense about you. You're 50-50, you'll get a shot.
Yeah.
When I was dating in Atlanta, and this is like no shade to the women I've come across, they came across like very materialistic, very shallow, very
Mm-hmm.
superficial
And
in a way
aggressive.
that, and that's another thing, in a way that I wasn't familiar with, I wasn't used to. So
It's different. It's like when I was raised in Atlanta, the women, we're just all different. I had a girl tell me what she said, y'all old hoes, y'all can't keep no men, because they be coming to us. They don't even want y'all no more, your husbands and boyfriends. And I guess she got pissed off because I said, that's because you're a dumpster. They going
it's,
dumpster diving.
wow.
She said, what? I said, you heard me, you're a dumpster. I said, for the women who are have have viable relationships with men. You have the house, you got the kids, you got the car, and he's messing with you. What do you get out the deal?
Mm.
You got some hair weave, maybe some tennis shoes. You maybe got your nails and your toes done. Otherwise, you're a dumpster because you're doing everything that we don't do or don't have to do.
So not only is there a war of the sexes between men and women, but you got the older women versus the younger women as well.
Yeah, and that's crazy because they get pissed off about, they think they're really doing something about being a side chick or something like that. And then she got pissed off and I told her, I said, and even look at your breasts. Look how you are. You don't even have any kids. And your tits are long enough to meet your navel.
Lord have mercy.
I said, the older women are looking younger than the younger women because you guys don't get no sleep. You need some rest. Get out the streets.
I will say that. I feel like now I'm biased, obviously, me being my age, but I do feel like um I don't know, the people I see in my generation, a lot of them are taking care of themselves. They still look good. Like a lot
Yeah.
of them still look good. Um, let's talk a little bit about what you enjoy doing, what you enjoy spending your time doing when you're not beating up your kids. How do you how do you spend your downtime? How do you what do you do to enjoy yourself?
You know what? Because I'm a nurse, I be so like when I'm at work, it's like I don't know. It's like everything takes my energy because I'm dealing with different people with different personalities, and I have to learn how to soothe them, or maybe when they used to hug, somebody just want to talk to me. So when I get off work, it's like I have peace and quiet. I listen to my music. I either go garden or go find some do it yourself hobbies to do. But I'm based to myself until I regenerate, and then I pop back out.
Are you is that like see that sounds like that and I don't want to generalize, but it's that sounds like maybe like a introvert type behavior because I'm an introvert. So
Mm-hmm.
I can like deal with people out and about for a time, but then I need to get back to myself and I have to recharge.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you would consider yourself, or you just kind of outgrown being like out running around, running the streets, basically?
No, that's how. This is how I've always been.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay. What
People,
about your passions? What? Go ahead.
go ahead.
What do you? What about your passions? What are you passionate about?
I'm real passionate about nursing. Nursing has went to the shits because now you have nurses. When I've been a nurse, 19 years, and
Mm.
I worked somewhere everywhere. So to me, in order for you to be a nurse, you really have to have the passion to do it. Some people just get these nurses license because it's a money thing. When I became a nurse, you couldn't wear the cake face and the long fingernails. It's like it's an infection control thing. So now you got them coming into the hospitals with long fingernails, uniform so tight they can't damn breathe, all this cake on the face, weave down the ass. That's not how we were brought up as nurses. So it's a difference. So I'm real passionate about taking care of my people. I believe that how you present yourself as a nurse or any job per se, how you present yourself in the beginning is how people perceive you. And that's going to tell how your day is going to be. So if you look like a clown, dress like a clown, they're going to think you're a clown. They're going to give you a hard time. You have to go in knowing that you know what you know when you go in and talk to these people. That's just what it's supposed to be anyway.
When did they start allowing nurses to? And I'm with you. I think there's a certain level. I'm not saying that you can't be a nurse and be cute,
Mm-hmm.
but however, there has to be a certain level of professionalism, especially when you're in the medical industry. When it comes to like cosmetics, like I thought it was like a safety issue. You shouldn't
It
be not
is because this stuff drops off your face. So you got this
right.
all this foundation on, your stuff on your eyelashes, the lashes that look like damn caterpillars, just all in your eyes. I don't even know. Can you see? Can you see what the patient is? How to give them the medicine? It's just crazy. We're not supposed to do that, but things have changed. So it's like they don't care. And then the people that come in the hospital, I never tell anybody I'm a nurse. Anytime my kids are in the hospital, anytime I've had to be in the hospital, I want to see how you're gonna treat me.
Mhm.
And then when they do, it depends on how they do. I've had some shitty nurses. I've had some people who thought they were gonna talk to me any kind of way, or talk to my kid. Like my daughter had her kids, the nurse come in talking and stuff, and I'm like, who are you talking to like that? You have to have somebody in there with you because they do shitty stuff like that. And I don't care what color they are. It doesn't matter.
That's one of those industries where I agree. Now I understand we all do things because we need the money, but I wish that for people, especially who have to take care of other people,
Hmm.
especially when somebody's life could be on the line, or especially when somebody's already stressed because there's something going on medically. The last thing you need is somebody else who's stressed
Right.
because they don't have the right temperament or because they don't know how to manage themselves in that profession or in that environment. That
Yeah,
can be really tricky.
yeah, it takes a lot now. Now, when I first became a nurse, oh no, I had to think about it because I thought I was gonna knock somebody out.
Oh, I'm sure.
It wasn't
Nurses
the
are
patient.
nurses are overworked, they're underpaid, they don't get the respect, and y'all do all of the work. The doctor comes in and talk to you for a few minutes. And outside of that, it's all about what the nurses do.
Yeah, but I'm telling you something. That it's most people they shit on nurses. They don't care. And like I remember one patient, it'd be black or white. It don't even matter what color you are. They just shit on nurses. They think you first they come in. Yeah, I know you're already sick, but that doesn't give you a reason to have an attitude with me and be trying to cuss me out for what? When all I said was good morning, ma'am or sir. And then you have the prejudiced people that come in and they be going to call you out your name, but then they think you're not supposed to send it back to them. So it's this one hospital I worked at doing my I was traveling with COVID. And they actually had a sign up there saying that if you disrespect our medical staff, or that includes the nurses and everybody else, you will be signed out AMA and you will be escorted off the property. And that was the only hospital I saw like that.
I agree.
But all the other hospitals, they don't care. They don't care. It took me a lot to like kind of like tone how I act. You should know Aries.
I do.
It took a lot. So now I'm just like, if they start getting on my
Pardon me.
nerves, because I have a lot of Caucasian patients. The family member come in. Your mom and dad been in the hospital for 6 months before I got here, and because I come in because I'm black, you ask me all these questions like I'm dumb. So I'm only going to talk to the one who is like over the patient. I don't have to talk to nobody else. So you keep on yak yak yak. I'm just going to shut down and ignore you. That's the best.
What would you say? You've been in that industry for almost 2 decades now.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say to nurses out here, you know, doing their job, trying to make their money, earning their living, and dealing with some of the issues, like something that you learned along the way that you wish somebody had told you about that profession or that industry when you got started?
Start your own business because they don't respect nurses like back then. It was okay, but as time goes on, they really don't respect nurses. I mean, you got nurses that got beat up by patient's family member, spit on for no reason. Just and like you said, some of the doctors do shit on nurses too, and then you have other nurses that eat their nurses, especially if they've been a nurse for longer. Like I said, I've been there 2 decades, and you have one nurse been longer than me. You don't know the stuff I know because we're different types of nurses. I worked somewhere everywhere. You've probably just say you worked at a nursing home, but you can't. You think you're gonna talk to me any kind of way because you're older? That don't mean anything to me. Just not gonna do it. You respect me like I respect you. But they have a lot of issues with everything. And like I said, nurses are not nurses anymore. They don't care. It's all about fashion. Who got the tightest pants? Who got the best BBL? Who got their breasts done? Who nails are prettier? And what patient's family member can they get?
Where does that come from? That's like a whole cultural thing. Where do you think that stems from? Is that the,
I don't know. I know we want like the 70, 80 babies not like that. I don't know about these other ones. I don't know.
the these new ones?
Yeah.
Let's talk about deal breakers. What would you say for anyone who might be interested in getting to know you, the absolute what they cannot come with or what they absolutely must come with?
My thing is just don't lie to me. I'm not the type of person. I don't go looking for stuff, but I don't know. Things just come to me when you're lying about shit. Just don't lie to me. That's it. Be honest. Be you. Don't be trying to be nobody else. Just be you. That's it.
Simple enough.
Yeah.
Are you interested in getting married again? Or were you married? I know you were in a relationship. Was it a marriage or are you
I would
interested in being married?
I would be married. I was married a long time ago. I love the fact of being married. I just didn't like the person I was married to because everybody matures differently.
Would you be willing to do it again one day for the right
Oh
guy?
yeah. Oh yeah, I like being married. I like coming home to my person. I'm kind of spoiled too. Yeah,
That's an Aries thing.
it is.
But we reciprocate. We reciprocate. You spoil us, we spoil you. That's how that's supposed to go.
Yeah, yeah. Coming
Last
home,
thing,
he home, and I'm stressed out. I'm just gonna lay on him. Just pick me up. I don't care.
look at you with your dimples.
What? Oh yeah, I got
Trying to be like me. Cut that out.
you. Must be Candy. Let me see. What's your last name?
Last thing, Valerie, I'm gonna get you out of here. If you had one thing that you would want a potential suitor to know about you, or like last words, or just something very important that you would want the world to know about you and who you are as a person, as a woman, what would it be?
So you can't be a weakling when you're dealing with me. I have a smart ass mouth. What comes up comes out. And some people are kind of like, I don't know, they shy away from that. But I'm gonna be me, no regardless. I don't care who likes it or who doesn't. I don't care. I'm still gonna be me. So if you can deal with that, me being me and accept me for who I am, we're good along.
She seems brash and she comes across like that, but she's super sweet. I can already tell from talking to her, she is a sweetheart. So, fellas, if you can handle a sweet woman that you have to be yourself with and that you can't be a weakling about, and you can be genuine, authentic, not lie, she's going to give you the same reciprocation. She's going to reciprocate what you give in return. If you're interested, reach out. The information is in the description. Thank you, Valerie.
Thank you.